Hello everybody and welcome back to another video for AY Streams. It is RetroYuuki once again. Today I'm going to be giving you how to play the Mudae game here on the Discord server for AY Streams. So I'm going to go over how to get started with the game, what you need to learn, and we're going to go over the documentation that I've provided for you on the How to Play channel. And we're gonna go over how to get started with the game if you want to play it yourself. First off, what is Mudae games, or what is the Mudae bot in general? The Mudae bot, as you can see here, allows you to play several games from the bot itself, and you can use it for your server and all that good stuff. This is only Discord though, so keep that in mind. The games you can play is the claim game, which I'm gonna be teaching you. You can also do a Pokemon collecting game as well, and there's also a fighting, a battle game you guys can play with each other. We're gonna go over that to see how it goes. Okay. So first off, let's introduce the bot formally by talking about how to get into the bot itself. So in order to get started with the bot, and if you want to play with it, like you want to add it to your Discord server, you will need to go to this website. Any links I provide for you guys in this video will be given to you guys in the description. This website right here, discordbots.org/bot/this number. Alright, and you're gonna get the Mudae bot. If you want to have her, I call it her, into your server, you have to put the invite button. The vote button we will talk about in just a few moments here, because you want to make sure this vote button is for those of you who played the game already, and we're gonna go over that in just a moment. If you want to support the bot, we can go to the website, which is actually a Patreon, and it's brought to you by Saya something here. I don't want to attempt the last name here because I know I'm gonna butcher it, but I'm gonna put it in a box somewhere. But if you do become a Patreon, you actually get some benefits here. By the way, for example, up to 8 rolls plus 8 rolls per hour for 30 days per user ID and all that good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff to play with. You know what I mean? So check this out when you have the opportunity. This will also be in your description below as well. Now let's get into the game. Let's just say that you invited your game already. Make sure you have a Discord account to play. A Discord account is required to play on the Discord server, as well as to vote for the bot. And we'll talk about voting in just a moment. So the how to play, we're gonna go over to the documentation right away, so that you guys can play with it. We're gonna open this. So right now it has been updated for season 1. We're gonna play until January 4th for this server, and then we'll start season 2 a few days after. So where you need Discord account to access my server, our server here, and for voting on the Mudae bot to get more roles, and we'll talk about that later. You also need access to the AY Streams Discord server itself. There's a link on the website right away. You guys can find on the bottom of the homepage, believe it or not. So check that out. You either need a phone, tablet, PC with the Discord app installed to play, and you also need to have it on the AY Streams server. And of course, for this particular game, you need a lot of luck. Trust me. Trust me when I say a lot of luck. You need it. Especially if you want this particular character. In this particular update, I talk about the commands you can use and where you can use them, the rules of the claim game, rules of the Pokemon game, example pictures, claim times, and rolling times, to talk about in just a moment, how the Thanos Snap will work. That's a very important aspect of this game, and we'll be talking about that in just a few moments. And let's go over it a little bit briefly here. So all these commands I'm about to share with you, I'm using the claim game channel, which is right here. These commands will be used right here in this particular area. So if you need help, like you want to get all the commands sent to your DM, go ahead and use this command. There is a command though for the Thanos Snap. Don't run those. I'll run them when it's needed, okay? Now the big ones. You can put $sign is the command starter. Waifu will be the command itself. So, or you can use $sign W or $sign H to roll a random character. And as you can see, a random character will be appearing in the chat thanks to the bot itself. If you want to claim somebody, hit that the heart icon that appears with the character on the bottom left part of the character image. Okay, you will have 30 seconds to claim him or her. And that 30 seconds starts when the image is shown. Okay. Now you have either 30 seconds to claim the character or before somebody else does it first. Keep in mind that even if you roll a character, a non-human character is possible. It has come. I have played this with my anime club at school. Human characters are definitely in there. Non-human characters are also possible. And actually, I have a couple in the anime club version of this game that non-human characters have been dominating my my claim list. Okay. WG or HG. If you use this command, it is from a video game. Also, with the note that non-human characters are possible. Same rules though. 30 seconds or somebody else does it first. Non-human characters are possible. Wish and character name added to that will allow you to wish for a character and put him or her on your wish list, or in this case sometimes non-human. You have up to 7 characters to play with for the wish list. Keep in mind that if you do wish for a character though, you will automatically receive a notification mention via Discord once that character has been rolled. The same rules apply, where you have 30 seconds to get that character, or somebody presses that button first. For example, now when you actually wish for a character, do not include the parentheses. Just put wish, this command, the dollar, then space, character name. For example, I put wish Luna Loud from Loud House. Therefore, my wish list has been added with Luna Loud from Loud House. Cartoon, of course. And then rolls. Now this one is another big one. You are allowed 10 rolls per hour. I forgot that this 2 is not that's an incorrect, that's a typo here. But 10 rolls per hour. And if you run this command, you're gonna get a link to vote for the bot, and the vote for the bot thing is like this one right here, but it will be a different version of this page. Okay, you're going to be voting for the bot. When you vote for the bot, you have to go back to the Claim Game channel to run it again. If you run it correctly, you will see a green check mark. That green check mark is automatic. So you get another another set of 10 rolls. Okay? And of course, this is another typo. 10. That's supposed to be a 10 here. But you get another opportunity to roll 10 more times. Keep in mind though, the voting is every 12 hours. So for example, if you voted for the bot at 8:21 a.m. to get more rolls, then the next time you can vote for the same bot to get more rolls is 8:21 p.m. Keep your mind in time though, because for my anime club server, we're all here in LA, so our times are actually the same here. So be very careful if you want to vote again. Alright? Now, for this one, the MU or Marry Up will allow you to learn how long you have to wait for until your next time you claim. So if you already claimed somebody, you will not be able to claim for another person for another X hours and minutes. Most of the time 3 hours. 3 hours. And it's a particular time, by the way. You're gonna see if you have used your claim already, you're gonna see a message that says your username. You cannot claim for the next hour and minutes and stuff like that. If you have not used your claim, you're gonna get another message. You get a different message. Your username will be shown. You can claim now. The next claim reset is in X hours and minutes. Now keep in mind that the claim resets are in 3-hour intervals, and they are on the 27th minute of every 3 hours. For example, let's just say that the claim start at 9:30, for example. The next claim reset is at 12:30 p.m. for example. So from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. you will be allowed to claim one character. Once you use your claim though, for example, you use your claim at 10 o'clock during the 9:30 claim period, you'll have to subtract 12 minus 10, and you will not be able to claim 12:30 minus 10:00. You will not be able to claim for another about 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's going to be the message there. And here are our claim times. So every 3 hours on the 27th, and we're going to start it like, for example, right now it's 8:23 here in LA. So 8:24 now. So that claim period is between the 6:27 and 9:27. So this right now is another claim period, okay? So the next claim period after 9:27 is going to be 12:27. It's going to be 12:27. All right, PM. Here we go. All right, that would be PM, okay, right here. So just to give you guys some numbers here. Rolls are every hour, so 24 roll opportunities, 10 each session, plus 2 bonus rolling opportunities using the rolls command. So the total rolls possible per day in theory is 260 rolls per day for one person. So let's just say you have 2 people. It is possible. Excuse me. You have about 520 rolls. That's only if you play like every hour, every day, every hour. So like from 1 p.m. to 1 p.m. That's 24 row opportunities plus 2 for 260 rolls times 2, 520. Section 2. Showcasing your wish list. So there's a there's a claim list channel here. That is where you're gonna run these commands as well. And you're gonna be able to actually showcase your wish list and your claim list as well. You're going to put in the command WL for wish list and $MM if you want to show your claim list. Now keep in mind that if you run your claim list, that some people might want to trade with you for somebody they have, and you want somebody from their list, they want somebody from your list, and that's why there's trading involved, and we're going to talk about that in just a moment. So make sure you guys check that out. Your wish list though, that is where you want to be very careful, because you will get notified if your character gets rolled. It will say like the character's name. The bot will be like wished by at username and then the name of the character and the picture of that character. Then everybody's going to start going for the claim here. Okay, so keep that in mind when you play with this one. Section 3 is going to be about the trading and giving waifus and husbandos, aka the trade arena. There's a little bit of a catch here with the giving a character, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. So player, if you want to trade somebody, you want to run this command, marry exchange, and you have to add the name of the player you want to play with. That's to start the trade. The player who needed to start the trade will need to follow the instructions that are provided by the bot itself. Okay. The same thing for the player who will be traded with. Now, same rules. Complete the instructions based on what the bot says. Okay, after that there is no penalty for a trade, as it is considered a one-to-one deal, and I put that in quotation marks. This means no players would lose their next claim opportunity. That's important because of the next thing we're going to be talking about, giving a character or favorite animal, favorite character. Remember, there have been anime characters that are not human. For example, Luna the cat from Sailor Moon, automatic non-human. So keep that in mind. So if you want to give somebody, for example, Luna the cat, both of you must be in agreement, and you have to run the command $give at user to begin. And of course, just like with the trade, follow the directions as shown by the bot. And congratulations, you have given a character to another player. However, here's the catch: the player who gives somebody will not lose their claim up next claim period opportunity for the game. However, if the player you are giving somebody to has not used their next claim opportunity, because you give them a character, it will count as a claim for that period. Therefore, when you give a character, be careful. The player who receives that character, that will count as a claim. Therefore, they will lose their next opportunity. So you're gonna have to wait for a few more hours than normal for the next claim opportunity. If you remember, let's just say that the claim period was from 9:27 to 12:27 p.m. If you gave, let's just say, Luna the cat to some player at 11:27, the player that receives Luna the cat will not be able to claim at 12:27 because of the gift. The player who does give the cat Luna will still be able to claim this time. The player who gets Luna does not get to claim because Luna the cat becomes their claim for that period. The player will need to wait until 3:27 p.m. to claim again. Now, you probably heard about this term before, Thanos, but you never heard of it in a game. And we'll be talking about the Thanos Snap. And I'm gonna tell ya, in this server there's two of them. The Thanos Snap, and it's big one. For those of you who do not know what Thanos is actually a character, from what I heard, from the Marvel universe. So if I'm wrong there, please call me out on that. I don't watch Marvel. I don't watch as much superhero movies. I don't know why. The last superhero movie, by the way, Spider-Man. That's it. But anyway, the Thanos Snap is most likely named after the Marvel character Thanos. Is a period-only officers, and I put that in quotation marks, officers can play with. The good news is I'm going to make an announcement when a Thanos Snap is going to be happening. So the definition is, the definition of a Thanos Snap is this. A Thanos Snap is a period where the officers will shake up the game by clearing half of the list of members of the group. When we're talking about the claims though, this will clear only half of the claims from the members. Note that the claims you lose though is at random, so you never know who is automatically removed from your list. Okay? Now it will happen during the season, halfway usually, but I do have two of them. Now this will allow players who wanted those characters to claim them themselves now because they are no longer in your list. But remember, the same rules apply. If you still want that character, you still have to hit that heart button. Okay, so make sure you guys check that out. I am not going to give you, I will not be able to give you guys an example of this today because it's not today. Customizable options. These ones you can play with on your own. Rename claim text. It's going to, by default, you're going to be able to say, by default, the claim text is like username and character name are now married. You can change that by using this command. Rename harem. If you run this, you can replace the text that is displayed when you run the mm command. Make sure you guys check this out. I actually renamed mine in the anime club server to the Los Angeles Dodgers cheerleaders, and you can put a name like that if you like, or whatever you like. You can say Baltimore Ravens, Baltimore anime cheerleaders, San Diego University cheerleaders, whatever you like. Use this to do that. Rename like list. You do need a like list in order to play with this though, if you want to try this out, okay? Now, there is a Pokemon collection game as well. There's a Pokemon collection thing as well in the Pokemon thing here. Now, when it comes to the Thanos Snap, don't worry, your Pokemon are going nowhere. So run the Pokemon command and you roll 4 slots to see what Pokemon you can get. Rolls reset up every 2 hours. You might get lucky with 2 Pokemon, by the way. I have been lucky with the other server. If you release 2 Pokemon, you get another try. So make sure you guys check that out. And it's stored. I have 2 tries stored on the other server, by the way. Pokédex, just like a Pokemon. See your Pokédex. And release Pokemon 1 and Pokemon 2, but it's spaced between Pokemon 1 and 2 and the word release. And we're gonna go over, we're gonna actually play. I'm gonna give you a demo of the game in just a moment, so don't worry, it's not just reading the documentation. I provided that documentation for you guys to learn from, because I played this in the Anime Club server for the last 3 semesters. And I've been lucky sometimes. For example, I got lucky getting Madoka Magica characters and a Tails character, believe it or not. There's 2 of them. Elise and somebody from Fantasia. I forgot who. But anyway, here are some frequently asked questions. I'm gonna go over a few of them though. So is it possible to roll has bandos and waifus in the same row section? Yes, it is. But remember, you still are only limited to 10 rows total. And of course, if you run rows again, it's still the same thing. So let's just say you want 6 waifus and 4 has bandos. Same thing. It's okay. That's fine. But remember, it has to add up to 10. I also talk about the claim times. Here you go. If you are in my server from the mountain time, add 1 hour to these. I think. I'm not actually sure. Because I usually do these for my game streams itself. Like when I talk about what time I'm going live. But I think for the server, if I'm correct, it's based on the owner's location. I'm not actually sure. But I would still add 3 hours to these for your time zones. Okay? Is the bot free to play? Yes, it is. But there is a premium section. And I talked about that with here. This is the premium section here. So for example, for 30 days per user ID, you get an additional 8 rows per hour. So it goes from 10 to 18, for example. Let's say, I'm gonna talk about this another time. There's a reward system you can actually play with, but I'm not going to go over that today because that will take a while to add to this. Okay, so make sure to get that. There's a lot of cool stuff you guys can check out, but this is for the owners of the server, so keep that in mind. Okay, the big one is the level 5. Okay, but I'm not going to go over the reward system today. We'll save it for another time. Is it possible to trade Pokemon in the Pokemon collection game? No, it's not, unfortunately. However, the good news is they are not affected by the Thanos Snap. So your Pokemon are safe no matter what. As I said, there is no reward system. Yes, there is, but I'm not going to be talking about it today though. Because it's going to be a while if I'm going to be talking about that. And I just answered this question. Is a Pokemon collecting game affected by Thanos Snap? The answer is no. So make sure you guys understand that. And the interval of the Pokemon slot game is 2 hours if you use the Pokemon command. You will need to wait for 2 hours to wait for the command. But if you release the Pokemon using this command right here, you can actually get one try for free at any time you like. So just go for it. Alright? Now, I know that I've gone over the documentation. I have not given you guys examples yet, but I do need to go over one more piece of that documentation, and that is the important dates, especially for this server. So we are in September the 18th. So today's tutorial day. Because of that, I did not decide to stream today. It will show you how to play the games like I showed you here. And I'm gonna actually extend this tutorial so that you guys can actually see the game in action. Well, in two ways. Kind of, in two ways. So make sure you guys check that out in just a moment. Thursday, the game is officially wide open. It's actually open now, but if you guys, without the tutorial video, this is open now. So make sure you guys check that out. October 11, Friday, October 11, next month. The first Thanos Snap event of the season. Just like I told you, you will lose half your claims. Also, we will close the game at 9 o'clock. Just so that we can start the Thanos Snap event stuff. The game will reopen the next day, sometime after 3. But remember, you will lose half your claims on Friday, October 11. Same thing on Friday, November 15. Except this time, it's both the wishlist and claims. So same rules apply. The only difference is with wishlist. Wishlist, you lose everybody. Claims, you only lose half. Okay? Same rules apply. Close the game. Reopen it the following day. Monday, December the 23rd is special. You're going to be able to save your claims. Now, you might be wondering why. And we'll get to why in just a moment. The game will be open all day. Players will have a chance to save 3 of their favorite claims for the season by the way of private messaging me on Discord with the Discord channel. The event will last until December 24th. Okay? So from those 2 days, you're going to be able to give me your claims, then I'll save them for you. And we'll talk about why I'm going to let you save them in just a moment. Then we'll be able to sing Paradu Paradu. Pardoru Pardoru. And of course, if you guys know what that is actually that's like a Fate Grand Order thing that's been going around on Christmas time. It is a Christmas song from US. Jingle Bells is the actual equivalent. Padoru, Padoru. Every time in Christmas we're gonna be doing that. And remember, I only learned this in Anime Club. Monday, December the 30th, the first season of the game is over. The game will be open until 9 p.m. Pacific time. All commands will be working. Now after that though, we will close the game at 9 p.m. And everything else will be read-only mode except for the Pokemon game. The Pokemon game is open every time. That's not affected. The game will not reopen until January 7th, 2020. That will be 2020 for next season. That is so that me and the leaders and the officers can talk about plans for the next season in terms of roles and claims and all that good stuff. The Pokemon channel will be only one to be able to play with. But remember, do not run any commands from the claim game in the Pokemon channel. Alright? And the reason why I added the Save Your Claims event is this. The Saturday, January 4th full Thanos Snap Day. And unlike the Thanos Snap days of the past, this time you actually lose everybody. Now, so that's to make sure everybody starts fresh for season 2. Those who save your claims though, you will have a serious advantage. You will get your claims back the day before the game begins again. Sunday, January 5th is our Leaders and Admins Day. So if you want to play, if you want to be a leader or admin for this game, talk to me about that. I'll try to see what I can do for you. But the game will be closed, but the leaders and the admins of the game, in terms of this server, will be discussing about the rules of the game, including like a reward system, roles, claims, and all that good stuff, and keep it fresh for current and new members alike. And there could be an updated rules section of this like that. Okay? Monday, January 6th though is Give Back Day. That is where I'm gonna give you back the claims before the season even begins. So you already have an advantage. Alright? But the only exception is wishlist. Those will not be given back though. Okay? And finally, Tuesday, January 7th, 2020, the next season will begin. And everything begins again. Alright? So that is how the documentation goes. Now let's actually play. So let's actually start with the Pokemon one, because this is the most easier one. Now you might be wondering why I might have Pokemon already. That's because I'm playing in the Anime Club server right now as well. So let's run Pokemon. So as you can see, Mudae bot is rolling some Pokemon for me. Unfortunately, I'm not getting lucky. Yeah, really sucky. So, congrats, it says at Angelic Yuki LA. Congratulations, you run an oncoming nothing. Meaning I didn't win anything. So this is a common Pokemon, this is rarer, even more rare, and legendaries. Legendaries on the bottom. That's why actually I said 4, but technically it's 5. So that's what this one is. Now let's go to the claim game. So I don't have anybody yet because I didn't play yet, but that's about to change. I like to vote for waifus here, so I'm gonna put the $sign W. Maybe not. I have 30 seconds to claim this character, but I'm not going to. This one too. Do you like her? She's cute, but no. No. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna have to claim somebody just to give you guys an example though. Okay. Oh, I only have 2 uses left, so I better claim somebody. Yeah, here I'll claim you. So as you can see, May of Guilty Gear has been claimed by myself here, as you can see here, and you already got to see a custom message. So I picked something like this. This is a custom message you can play with the $sign rename claim command. So it says, I am a Dodger fan, so don't judge me. With the X pick of the Los Angeles Dodgers draft, Angelic Yuki LA selects May of Guilty Gear, just like they do in regular thing. Even if you claim though, you can still roll. So I got this girl, and that's it. I'm not sure why it's at 9 right now, but I remember I put 10. So it says the roulette is limited to 9 rolls per hour. I think for some reason it went back to 9. 37 minutes left for the next roll period. Upvote Mudae bot to reset the timer or rolls here, or at Twitter. Now, if you have used the made command, no rate limit lags, and more rolls for free. I have not put the maid in yet, so unfortunately that's not gonna happen right now. So if I want more rolls, I'm gonna put ROLLS. Oops. ROLLS, and you're gonna see this link. Upvote Mudae and use this command again. To reset the rolls timer for one server. 1 vote per 12 hours though. So you're gonna click this command, this link here, and you're gonna see this. You can vote for every 12 hours, and we're gonna vote. And because I already put reminders, I'm gonna get this message. It's up to you if you want to get reminders, but once you're done voting, rerun the rolls command, and you're gonna see this green check mark. And this time we're going to roll again. We're gonna go waifu here. Oops. So we're gonna roll again. I'm gonna take these off just because I want to make sure you guys play correctly here. As you can see, I'm getting weird rolls, but that's how this game roll goes sometimes. Ooh, I should have cleaned her. But anyway, so 9 uses per hour, same message, but this time I cannot rerun again. So that's the claim game, basically. And I said I can put MU. So in this case, you cannot claim for another 35 minutes. So if we count 35 minutes, that's at around 9:30, 9:50, no, 9:02, around 27 minutes. Okay, remember that one. Okay. So 9:27 will be my next claim. Okay. And speaking of claim, let's check her out. On the claim list, you can put $MM. And as you can see, the only one I have for you is May of Guilty Gear. Okay? So that's how this part goes. You can also put Wish. WL. Oops. WL. And no wishes round because I don't have a wish list. But let's go to the claim game and let's wish for somebody. Let's wish for, let's say Rin Kagamine Vocaloid. That's correct. You're gonna see a green check mark if it's correct. And we're gonna see that right now, right here. Rin Kagamine is on my wish list now. Alright? Now that she's on my wish list, if she gets rolled by anybody, let's say somebody comes in here, new guy, new girl, new player, and wants to roll. If that new player happens to roll Rin Kagamine, I'm gonna get a notification from Discord saying that a character has been wished, a character you wish for has been rolled. Then I have 30 seconds to claim that character. Alright? So let's go back to the claim game to see how it looks like. So let's just say, for example, if I wish for, I need an easier name to say here. Oh, this one. If I said wish Tomoko this name right here, and somebody rolls her, you're gonna get this. The Mudae bot is gonna say something. It's gonna say by wished by at username, whoever wished for her, then the character will be appearing, and then this heart. The same rule applies though. Everybody is actually free for all. First to claim wins. That's how this game works. Alright? So keep that in mind. Um, let's wish for somebody else, but let's wish for a character that does not exist. So wish. I'm gonna say Luna Fudo from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Now you would think she would be on the list, right? Of anime characters. However, as you can see, the name isn't valid. Check the spelling. Now you might be wondering, isn't Luna Fudo a character from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds? And if a quick Google search, I believe that's how you spelled it, right? If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but oh, there is a U. So, right? Isn't she on there? Yep, she's on there. Why is she not in the? Why is she not spelled right? Sometimes character names can only go by their first name. And when I ran with Luna, it actually works. So we're going to go back, and this time we're gonna go back to the claim game. We're gonna go to Wish Luna, Luna, and it works, as you can see there. Funny how it's registered. What happens if I try to run? Let's say, who's another character from here? Akiza. You might be wondering what happens if I run Akiza also from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Incorrect. No good. Now it could be spelling though. I have not run this name yet. So if I run it now, let's see what we got here. Now either because there's other two ways. Either the name is spelled wrong, or you need to run the full name. Now, let's run the full name to see if I get another message here. So wish, and then I'm gonna copy paste right there, and that's correct. Now we can play with it. Now she's on my wish list along with Luna from the same show. And if we run the wish list command, there you go. Although they did shorten it for some reason. Okay, the trade arena I'm not gonna show you guys today because there's no other players to trade with. The Pokemon I already showed you. Now I will run the Pokédex command just to give you guys a hint. I have 9 Pokemon. Now you might be wondering where are they coming from. I only won 1. The reason why this is here is because of the Anime Club server. Apparently, it will I will be able to carry it over. But let's release 2 of them right now, just to give you guys a free shot at the slots. I'm gonna release Staryu. Oops. I'm gonna release Staryu here, and I'm going to oh, there's a Y. Spell that right. And then I'm gonna release Shuffet. SHUPPET. And now I have 2 stored, so I get to run Pokemon again for 2 times. Oops. As you can see, I already won 2 Pokemon. Axew and Tentacruel. But what happens to the other one stored, right? I'm gonna use both of them. And as you can see, the other one that was stored is already in my play. Slackhot, I already got Slackhot here. Oh, there was a Yuxi, a Lugia, and a Zekrom. I will win a Slackhot in that case. And if we check out the Pokédex, you're gonna see I have 10 Pokemon. That's how the server, that's how the games work, guys. Alright, now for this particular next example, the trade stuff, the arena, I'm going to the trade arena, I'm gonna wait for next time. The fighting game part is this. For this, the fighting game is gonna be this. I'm going to go into the other server now. We're gonna go to and they're already rolling. Look at this. Look at how much they're rolling though. I'm gonna go into the fighting area. So as you can see, I will block their names though. So as you can see, you will need to run that battle and at the name of the character, the name of the player, and it's gonna be like a Pokemon game. That's how this is gonna work. Okay, so that's how this works. Okay, so that's all I have to show you right now, guys. If you guys want to play it, it's open, so make sure you guys check that out. I will be putting a timestamp on the video just so that you guys can move back and forth between the sections, okay? Just so that it's not too wild, okay? I will keep my claim just because I want to show you, I want to give you guys a look at how it's gonna work. But other than that, the next time we do a Thanos Snap, everybody's affected. Alright, that's all for now, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions about the game itself, please feel free to give a comment in the description below. And if you would like to play on this server, on the AY stream server, just for the game, or watch my streams as well, please feel free to click the link that I provided in the description below. If you have any other questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, it's RetroYuuki saying, have a good day and enjoy your waifus.